John Calvin on Psalm 69, verses 1 through 5. Save me, O God, for the waters are come in unto my soul. I sink in deep mire, where there is no standing. I am come into deep waters, where the floods overflow me. I am weary of my crying, my throat is dried, mine eyes fail while I wait for my God. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of mine head. They that would destroy me, being mine enemies wrongfully, are mighty. Then I restored that which I took not away. O God, thou knowest my foolishness, and my sins are not hid from thee. I am worn out calling for help. My throat is parched. My eyes fail looking for my God. David, in seeking and calling upon God when his affairs were in such a confused and desperate condition, exhibited an instance of rare and wonderful patience. He complains of having continued crying until he was exhausted and become hoarse, and all to no purpose. Although his bodily senses failed him, the vigor of his flesh was by no means extinguished. While God spares us, we should meditate on this truth, and derive the aid which it is fitted to impart under calamity, that even in the most profound depths of adversity, faith may hold us up, and, what is more, may elevate us to God, there being, as Paul testifies in Romans 8, verse 39, no height nor depth which can separate us from the infinite love of Him who swallows up all depths, yes, even hell itself. Those who hate me without reason outnumber the hairs of my head. David, as a means of preserving himself from succumbing under the perverse judgments of men, appeals to God as the judge of his cause, and, possessing as he did the approving testimony of a good conscience, he regards in a great measure with indifference the unjust estimate which men might form of his character. It were indeed desirable that our integrity would also be acknowledged and approved of by men, and that not so much on our own account as for the edification of our brethren. But if, after we have done all in our power to make men form a favorable opinion respecting us, they misconstruct and pervert every good word which we utter, and every good action which we perform, we ought to maintain such greatness of mind as boldly to despise the world and all false accusers, resting contented with the judgment of God and with that alone. For those who are over anxious about maintaining their good name cannot but often experience fainting of heart. Let us be always ready to satisfy men, but if they refuse to listen to what we have to say in self-vindication, let us proceed in our course through evil report as well as good report, following the example of Paul in 1 Corinthians 4, verse 5, where he fearlessly appeals to the judgment of God, quote, who will bring to light the hidden things of darkness, unquote.